Oh, awkward moments, those delightful little pockets of suffering, where the universe casually reminds you that everything you do is utterly pointless. You know, like walking on someone using the bathroom, or worse, you calling your boss mom in front of everyone and so on. You know, those awkward moments that build in you the confidence to jump from the highest building. In these fleeting seconds of excruciating cringe, time seems to slow down, like the universe is pulling up a chair and saying, "Look at this mess of a human being. He's so bad at existing, isn't it hilarious?" And you're left there staring into the abyss of your own social incompetence, realizing that not only you are a speck of cosmic dust, but a socially awkward one. Don't feel bad, you'll be dead eventually and no one will remember how you tripped over your own words. Silver linings, right? Speaking of silver linings, society thrives on this. We've built entire industries around avoiding awkwardness. Self-help books, social media guides, TikToks about how to not be a human disaster in public. All this effort when the reality is nobody's got it figured out. Not you, not me, not even philosophers like Sartre. He famously said hell is other people. I'd argue that hell is making small talk at an elevator with a guy who thinks NFTs are still a thing. Psychologically speaking, awkward moments aren't just innocent blunders. They're tiny windows into the existential void. Social anxiety experts will tell you that the fear of awkwardness is rooted in a primal need to fit in, back when embarrassing yourself in front of the tribe meant you were literally dinner. Today the stakes aren't that high. The worst that could happen is getting weird looks from hot Karen, but still your brain reacts like you've just stepped on a landmine. And the effect lingers on for the next 5 years as you rehearse in the shower what you should have said. Erik Erikson, the psychologist, talked about the stages of psychological development, where we constantly grapple with identity and social roles. In adulthood, this turns into a desperate quest for competence. And guess what? Awkward moments are the antithesis of competence. They make you feel like a walking failure where the end of the world would be the best thing that could happen. And yet we cling to these awkward moments, replaying them in our heads like they define us. Like that time you tried to make a joke at a party and it landed so flat you could hear the crickets. No, not even crickets, just the echo of your own shame bouncing off the walls. This life, this endless cycle of social blunders and personal defeats, is not a tragedy but a strange sort of celebration. It is a testament to the resilience of a being condemned to stumble, fall, and rise again. Not for any grand reward, not for applause, but because there is simply no other option. There is no escape from the awkwardness that defines us, no hiding from the gaze of others, no sanctuary from the raw exposure of our failures. We keep going because we know the absurdity of life is not something to be overcome, but to be endured. In those painfully awkward moments, we see the truth, that all human interaction is but a clumsy performance, a masquerade where every misstep reveals the emptiness beneath. We laugh not out of joy but in recognition of the inevitable, and in that recognition we absorb the shallow strength meaninglessness offers. The cycle continues as it always has and always will, but within that endless repetition there is beauty, not in reaching perfection but in the constant, relentless becoming. In the eternal dance of awkwardness, we find not triumph but the absurd and liberating truth of our own existence. Enter the existentialists Kierkegaard, Sartre, and Camus would look at awkward moments as a reminder of the absurdity of existence itself. Think about it, here we are hurtling through space on a tiny rock and we're worried about that awkward small talk at the office. Sartre would say it's just another form of bad faith, where we pretend these interactions are meaningful, even though deep down we just know they're just another episode of the soon-ending sitcom that is life. In truth, awkward moments are like mini existential wake-up calls. They remind us that all the little social rituals we hold so dearly, the nods, the smiles, the small talk, are meaningless gestures in a universe that does not care. And still we soldier on, trying not to trip over our own feet in the process. None of it really matters. You're free to fumble through life, trip over your words, call people the wrong names, and awkwardly wave at strangers. In fact, the more you embrace the absurdity, the more freeing it becomes. So next time you find yourself in an awkward moment, just smile, shrug, and remember, it's all part of a cosmic joke.